Hello everyone, I am Dr. Fahim Mushtaq. Today we are going to discuss the physical topology. Sometimes we can say that the network topology. The term physical topology refers to the way in which network is laid out physically. Okay, two or more devices connected to a link or two or more links form a topology. The topology of a network is geometric representation of relationship of all the link and linking devices. The linking devices sometimes we call node. The linking devices are connect to one with one another. Uh, the entire connection depend upon the between these two devices is maybe point to point or maybe multi-point. When we discuss the detailed topology, then we will find that which topology having connection point to point and which topology use the connection of multi-point. The four basic topology we will discuss in today's lecture, having mesh topology, star topology, bus topology and ring topology. I will move to the first topology, which is mesh topology, in which every device has a dedicated point-to-point link to every other device. The term dedicated means that the link carries traffic only between the two devices it connected. Okay. Similarly, in the definition we discussed in previous lecture of point to point, where we can say that point to point connection is the dedicated link between the two devices. So similarly here is also the same case, in which every device have a dedicated point to point connection with the another device. The term dedicated means that the link carries traffic only between the two devices it connects. To find the number of physical link in fully connected mesh network with the n. Okay, we first consider that each node must be connected to every other node. Okay, here you can see this every node or device, you can say that connected with every other device. Here you can see that it have a connection with all other devices. Similarly, all other devices are connected with the other devices as well. Node 1, as we see that node 1 must be connected to n minus 1 nodes. Similarly, node 2 must be connected with the n minus 1 link, or we can say that n minus 1 node, because every node is connected with any other node using the link. Okay. Finally, we can say here in example we use 6 node. We suppose that there is a n node. We don't know here is the example of very small network, but we don't know the network size is big. Then we can say that if the n node must be connected to n minus 1 node, we need n into n minus 1 physical links. Okay. However, if each physical link allow communication in both direction, we can say duplex mode, we can divide the number of link by 2. Okay, here you can see this formula. We can say that this is the full duplex mode link. To accommodate that many links, every device on a network must have n minus 1 input output ports to be connected to the other n minus 1 stations. Here is the example for the mesh topology. 8 devices in a mesh has a link n-1 over 2. The number of links, here you can find the number of links. If we say that total number of devices is 8, n is the 8, so we replace n with 8 and then find out how many number of links. Okay, if we need to find the number of ports per device, then we use the formula n minus 1, and n we have 8 devices, 8 minus 1 is 7. So we can see that the number of port per device is 7 and number of links are 28. Here is the mention the different advantages using the mesh topologies. First, the use of dedicated link guarantees that each connection can carry its own data load, thus eliminating the traffic problem that can occur when link must be shared by multiple devices. Okay, जब हमारे पास कनेक्शन ही पॉइंट टू पॉइंट होगा तो ऑब्वियसली हर कोई अपनी अपनी ट्रैफिक पे अपना अपना डाटा लेके जा रहा होगा, तो उससे कोई कंसर्न नहीं होगा, उस लिंक को किसी और से कंसर्न नहीं होगा कि कोई और भी उस लिंक के थ्रू डाटा शेयर करे, क्योंकि हर नोड हर डिवाइस का इंडिविजुअली एक अलग से लिंक है अनदर डिवाइस के साथ. ओके, द सेकेंडली, a mesh topology is robust. If one link become unusable, it does not incapacitate to entire system. Okay. Third, there is an advantage of privacy or security. When every message travel along a dedicated line, only the intended recipient see it. Physical boundary prevent other users from gaining access to messages. And finally, the last advantage of using the mesh topology is having a point-to-point link make fault identification and fault isolation easily. How? For example, traffic can be routed to avoid link with suspected problem. This facility enables the network manager to discover the precise location of the fault and aim in finding its cause and solution. So we discussed the advantages of mesh topology. Now we are going to discuss the disadvantages of using the mesh topology. The main disadvantage of mesh are related to the amount of cabling and the number of input-output devices required. The main disadvantage of a mesh topology are related to the amount of cabling and the number of input-output devices required. आप लोगों ने भी देखा होगा कि लास्ट स्लाइड में, और ये आपने यहाँ भी स्ट्रक्चर जो नज़र आ रहा है कि अगर एक डिवाइस ने सेकंड डिवाइस के साथ कनेक्ट करना है तो हर डिवाइस को इंडिविजुअल लिंक्स रिक्वायर्ड है दूसरी डिवाइस के साथ कनेक्ट होने के लिए. ठीक है, तो हम मूव करते हैं कि इससे हमें क्या क्या डिसएडवांटेज हो सकते हैं. ठीक है, फर्स्ट इज़ दैट एवरी डिवाइस मस्ट बी connected to every other device. The installation and reconnection are difficult. Okay. Second, if the sheer bulk of wiring can be greater than the available space, such as wall, ceiling or floor can accommodate. Okay. Finally, the hardware required to connect each link mean input output ports and cable can be prohibitively expensive. Okay, for this reason a mesh topology is usually implemented in limited fashion. For example, as a backbone connecting the main computer of hybrid network that can include several other topology. One practical example of mesh topology is the connection of telephone regional office, in which each regional office need to be connected to every other regional office. Okay. Next is the star topology. in which each device has a dedicated point-to-point link only to a central controller, usually called hub. Okay. With this figure, you also find out that uh, every station is connected to another station through a central controller that's called hub. Okay. The devices are not directly linked to each other. Uh, Unlike the mesh topology, our star topology does not allow direct traffic between the devices. Okay, in mesh topology, we see that connect each device have independent link with the another device, but here each device must be connected through a central controller. If one device want to send data to another, it send the data to the controller, which then relay the data to other connected device. A star topology is less expensive than a mesh topology. Uh, in this case, each device need only one link and one input-output port to connect it to any other. Okay, so we will move to the advantages of star topology. As you see that all the devices are connected through the central controller, then the first example is first advantage we can say here is the advantage we can say that the if we say it if the connection is more reverse, it means that if one link fail, other only that link is affected, all other link remain active. This factor also lends itself to easy fault identification and fault isolation. As long as the hub is working, it can be used to monitor link problem and bypass defective links. Here are the disadvantages using the star topology. The major disadvantage is that it is totally dependent on the single point, which is called the hub. If the hub goes down, the whole system dead. Okay. Although a star topology required far less cable than a mesh, each node must be linked to central hub. For this reason, often more cabling is required in a star than the some other topology. We will discuss in next slide, such as ring or bus topology. Okay, the star topology is used in local area network. Okay, high speed local area network often use the star topology with central hub. Next is the bus topology. The preceding example all describe point-to-point connection. Okay, we will discuss the mesh or star. In this case, a bus topology is the multi-point connection. As you see in the figure, single link, all devices are connected through the single link. Okay, one long cable acts as the backbone to link all the devices in the network. Nodes or devices, we can say that devices or node that are connected to the bus cable by drop line and taps. A drop line connection running between the device and the main cable, and the tap is a connector that either splice into the main cable or puncture the sheathing of a cable to create a contact with the metallic core. Okay. So here you can see that this is the tab or connector, we can say that it used to connect this device or station through the drop line. As the signal travels along the backbone, some of its energy is transformed into heat. Therefore, it becomes weaker and weaker as it travels further and further. For this reason, there is a limit on the number of taps a bus can support and on the distance between those taps. Here are the advantage and disadvantage of the bus topology. Firstly, we discuss the advantages of bus topology that include the ease of installation. Backbone cable can be laid along the most efficient path, then connected to a node by drop line of various length. In this way, a bus uses less cabling than the mesh or star topology. In star topology, for example, 4 network devices in the same room require 4 length of cabling reaching all the way to the hub. In bus topology, this redundancy is eliminated. Okay, only the backbone cable stretches through the entire facility. Each drop line has to reach only as far as nearest point on the backbone. The disadvantages include the difficult reconnection and fault isolation. A bus is usually designed to optimally efficient at installation. It can therefore be difficult to add new device. Signal reflection at the tapes can cause degradation in quality. This degradation can be controlled by limiting the number and spacing of devices connected to a given length of cable. Adding new device may therefore require modification or replacement of the backbone. Finally, I want to tell that bus topology, that the one of the first topology used in the design of early local area network. Traditional ether LANs can use a bus topology, but they are less popular now for reason. For more details of these topology, we will see in next chapters. Okay. Now here is the ring topology. In ring topology, each device has dedicated point-to-point connection with only the 2 devices on either side of it. Okay, here also the point-to-point connection in the ring topology. A signal is passed along the ring in one direction from device to device until it reaches its destination. Each device in the ring incorporate a repeater. Okay, when device receive a signal intended for another device, its repeater regenerate the bits and pass them along. Here are the advantages and disadvantages using the ring topology. Firstly, we discuss the advantages. A ring topology is relatively easy to install and reconfigure. Each device is linked to only its immediate neighbor, either physically or logically. To add or delete a device requires changing only 2 connections. The only constraints are media and traffic concentration, maximum ring length, and number of devices. In addition, fault isolation is specified. Generally, in a ring, signal is circulating at all times. If one device does not receive a signal within specified period, it causes and issue an alarm. The alarm alert the network operator to problem and its location. Okay. However, there are some disadvantages as well, which is the unidirectional traffic can be the disadvantage. In simple ring, a break in a ring such as disables connection can disable the entire network, because every device are dependent on other side of devices. If any link or node not working, then the overall the connection is break. Okay. The weakness can be solved by using a dual ring or a switch capable of closing of the break. Ring topology was prevalent when IBM introduced its local area network token ring. Today, the need for the higher speed LAN has made this topology less popular. Thank you for the today lecture. And if you have any query, you can paste a comment. If you find any difficulty to understand any topic, any point, then please mention in the comment, or uh, uh, you can see all the previous videos as well to clear all the concepts if you feel any difficulty as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care. Keep watching the next lectures as well. Thank you.